Celebrate when you get back with the best dip around. Get to your local grocery store today and load up on Fuhr's cheese spread. No event or party is complete without it on your table.
The Body Lab, located at 14th and Yankee Hill, is Lincoln's premier physical therapy and recovery lab. The Body Lab offers trigger point dry needling, cupping therapy, joint manipulation, and so much more. Looking to relax and relieve stress after a long day or difficult workout? The Body Lab's recovery lab is the ideal spot. Featuring infrared sauna, a cold plunge tub, or if you're just looking for enough space to stretch out and reset your mind. Learn more about memberships and schedule your service today at thebodylablnk.com. Or visit the Body Lab in person at 14th and Yankee Hill Road.
Hello.
Angela, we have to break up.
But why?
Because you're a robot and I'm just a guy trying to get better internet.
It's Aloe Fiber, isn't it? I always knew you wanted faster speeds. My contract isn't good enough for you.
Face it, Angela. They let me talk to real people.
Press 4 to break my heart. Oh wait, you already did.
Visit aloefiber.com to switch today.
Husker fans, this season, Nebraska is celebrating 50 years of Husker women's basketball, and they need you to help celebrate. You've shown up for women's hoops from the start and continue to prove that Nebraska fans really are the best in the nation. On Sunday, January 26th, the Huskers face Big Ten opponent Ohio State, and they're calling on all Husker fans to help pack PBA so they can celebrate 50 years of Husker women's hoops together. Get your tickets now and be a part of this historic season. For event and ticket information, go to huskers.com/tickets.
Hey, Reese, you hungry?
You know I am, Mama. Let me introduce y'all to my canes. We got chicken fingers. They hit the spot, baby. Fries are golden crispy, Texas toast crunchy, and they cane sauce right. You go to coleslaw right here. Ooh, Lord help me. This sweet tea makes me sweet. That's what my mama said. So what are you doing right now? Get your mom to take you to Raising Cane's chicken fingers. Hello.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio-video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between. We'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
Bagels and Joe is the best place to start off your mornings, and you can order your breakfast ahead of time on their app. You can't go wrong with one of their great bagel sandwiches or breakfast burritos. Stop by any of their 4 locations in Lincoln or their location in Seward. Bagels and Joe.
Not many businesses can say they've made it 60 years, but Madsen's Bowling and Billiards can. With 12 bowling lanes and the biggest pool room in Nebraska, where else would you go to enjoy an afternoon or evening? There's great daily specials like $2 Tuesdays. Games of bowling, shoe rental, draft beers, and tacos, all just $2 each. Have a delicious burger at EJ's Lounge before or after your bowling or pool session, and you'll leave satisfied. Madsen's Bowling and Billiards at 47th and Dudley.
Since discovering Limitless Male, thousands of men have changed their lives. They've experienced more energy, sharper thinking, fat loss, muscle gain, and a boost in sex appeal. Men are loving life again, and it hasn't gone unnoticed. Wives, kids, even coworkers are seeing the difference. Limitless Male is a guy changer. We provide custom treatment plans to ensure both safety and maximum benefits. Don't settle for cookie-cutter solutions. Limitless Male is the powerhouse in men's health. Schedule your free consult.
Wrestling fans, it's time to elevate your game, just like Stevens & Smith Construction does for your concrete needs. As your full-service concrete contractor, we deliver solid results every time. From singles to doubles, fighting for inside position to scrambling reversals, we know how to pin down quality and slam expectations. Stevens & Smith Construction, a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket, where Husker wrestlers bring you all the action. Don't stall. Stevens & Smith Construction is here to help you build a concrete foundation for the win. Check us out at www.stevensandsmith.com because stalling is a penalty and winning is the only option.
Hey farmers, Boyd Farm Outfitters is hosting a product expo at their facility near Exeter on Tuesday, February 11th. They'll introduce the newest products from Precision Planting and demo the Quick Draw Spray Tender System. They'll give you an up-close look at the Green Eye Select spraying system, reveal the future of soybean traits, and much more. Stay up to date with the newest technologies in agriculture and learn how your farm can save time and money to become more efficient. Visit BoykFarmOutfitters.com for more information, and they'll see you on the 11th.
Go Hog Wild Pit Barbecue. It's $5.99 barbecue time. Hurry to Hog Wild for a complete barbecue meal that's only $5.99. Get a one-meat sandwich loaded with our award-winning barbecue, plus your choice of a classic side and drink for just $5.99. Upgrade your sandwich to beef brisket for just $1 more. Join us for lunch or dinner in Lincoln at 3210 Cornhusker Highway. Order online at GoHogWild.com.
But don't be late, we close at 8.
Welcome to The Drive with A.D. Raff and Ahman Gray. Former Husker football national champion, speaker, and author, Aaron Davis.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The Cornhuskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0. And bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former Arena Football League quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush, and guru of Husker football history, Chris Raff.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history.
We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
12-year NFL veteran.
He's got some speed to go with strength.
Huskers and Green Bay Packers Hall of Famer.
Shovel pass to Green into Vikings territory. Finally brought down.
And University of Nebraska eSports coach, Ahman Gray.
Look at Green all by himself. 20, 10, touchdown.
Sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Friday. We got a huge weekend of sports.
There's a lot of sports going on this weekend. We got me, Raff, and Nicholas here in the mothership, 1040 O Street. Come down here to the mill, get yourself a pipe and a cup of coffee, sit down, chill. We got pastries in there where there's food in there from Beatrice Bakery as well. They have very good morning breakfast selections in there as well. We got AG. I talked to you last night on the phone, but I never asked you where you were at, bro.
Yeah, in the Chicago area.
Chi-Town.
Yeah, Chi-Town.
Go Cubs.
Yep.
Go Cubs.
I hear you, Nick.
What's going on? What's going on in Chicago, AG?
Chicago is a fun event. It's called Frostings, and it's a FGC, so fighting game community tournament. So Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, Tekken 8, Guilty Gear, Strive, and a whole bunch of other games. Skullgirls, other fighting games that I'm learning about now. So in my coverage of being a esports enthusiast, and I thought I'd take a trip up here. Actually, I know a lot of people here. I didn't realize once I got here, it was like the first night I got here was on Wednesday, and I ran into about almost a dozen people that I knew from other events that I've been to in the last 12, 15 years. So I was like, hey, what's up, man? How you doing? What's going on? So I was like, oh, so nice free pass in and get to hang out, get a booth area, do the podcast at Gamers Lounge. I'm doing it every day. I did it yesterday for about an hour. Today I'm going to go meet and walk and talk, interview people in terms of their artwork, in terms of their gaming, and what they do in the esports space, or in the video game space as well.
Very nice.
That's going to be good. Hey, AG, how much? They got quite a bit of snow in Chicago still?
I say the norm. It's actually light up here, but it's cold like it is there in Nebraska. It's in the single digits. It's actually up now today. It's up to 30 today. So
it's changed a little bit. In Chicago, of course, you got those wind tunnels all through downtown Chicago as well. Nick, I've been wanting to ask you this, man.
Oh, dear.
And we're going to use no. This is a good thing. We're going to save it for Monday because we'd be remiss if we didn't bring this up. But MLB baseball, because we were going to talk about this at the 8:30 hour.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to give that enough time, though. You know what I'm saying, Raff? Me and Raff talked about yesterday, and I sent you guys the thing yesterday or last night, whatever it was, this morning. But I want to make sure we discuss that Monday. The MLB selection.
The Hall of Fame?
Yes, man. Because there's just so much. There's so much nuggets in there. And I didn't want to miss at 8:30 us talking about the NFL, the playoffs coming up. Maybe touch a little bit on the Huskers playing Wisconsin of course, on Sunday. But we definitely going to discuss NFL playoffs and just who our likes are, who we'd like to win it, what our likes are, et cetera, and get yours as well. You can always text us in at that number, Nick.
464-5685.
Absolutely. That is by Allo. Sarter Hammond text line and Allo call-in line as well. We're going to talk about NFL. Of course, when I was talking to AG last night, we're going to talk about, obviously, the tragic passing of Calvin Jones, former Nebraska running back, Husker brother, Husker friend, Husker fans, all of different stories. So at 9 o'clock, basically for the remainder of the show. Then we got a guest at 9:30. We got Heidi. Heather Brink's going to be coming in. She is obviously the women's head gymnastics coach at 9:30. She'll be coming in, but a lot of Calvin Jones at 9 o'clock, and that still, as me and AG were talking last night, it just still doesn't even seem real, man. So our thoughts and prayers go out to Calvin and Calvin's entire family, his friends, and just they're coming to understand this tragedy that took place. We're not going to get into the details of what happened. You can read that part of it. It's kind of like in that movie. I was like The Last Samurai. Tell me how he died. He says, no, tell me how he lived. And so we'd rather talk about how CJ lives. There's a lot of stories with that and some good things with that. So, folks, when we come back, we will talk playoffs. And who are you pulling for this weekend? I know we got a lot of Chiefs listeners that are out there. There's probably a lot of Chief haters that are out there. Of course, we got our Commander fans, obviously DP, our very own DP, being from the DMZ area. Philly fans, Jay Foreman, one of our very own, played for Buffalo as well. So a lot to discuss with that segment coming up. We got us three here at the mothership. We got AG holding it down in the Windy City. We'll be back on this Friday, The Drive.
Hey, farmers. Boyd Farm Outfitters is hosting a product expo at their facility near Exeter on Tuesday, February 11th. They'll introduce the newest products from precision planting and demo the Quick Draw Spray Tender System. They'll give you an up-close look at the Green Eye Select spraying system, reveal the future of soybean traits, and much more. Stay up to date with the newest technologies in agriculture and learn how your farm can save time and money to become more efficient. Visit BoydFarmOutfitters.com for more information, and they'll see you on the 11th.
Go Hog Wild Pit Barbecue. It's $5.99 barbecue time. Hurry to Hog Wild for a complete barbecue meal that's only $5.99. Get a one-meat sandwich loaded with our award-winning barbecue, plus your choice of a classic side and drink for just $5.99. Upgrade your sandwich to beef brisket for just $1 more. Join us for lunch or dinner in Lincoln at 3210 Cornhusker Highway. Order online at GoHogWild.com.
But don't be late, we close at 8.
Automotive Solutions is Lincoln's one-stop shop for all your vehicle needs, from vinyl wraps to engine repair and maintenance. Automotive Solutions offers fleet services, as well as printing and graphic design for vinyl applications, plus installation of vinyl for boats, trucks, cars, and anything else you want wrapped. Perfection is their standard, and they never settle for less. Call today at 531-249-5600 or go to automotivesolutionslincoln.com to learn more. That's Automotive Solutions, 2024 Southwest 5th Street in Lincoln.
Wrestling fans, it's time to elevate your game, just like Stevens & Smith Construction does for your concrete needs. As your full-service concrete contractor, we deliver solid results every time. From singles to doubles, fighting for inside position to scrambling reversals, we know how to pin down quality and slam expectations. Stevens & Smith Construction, a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket, where Husker wrestlers bring you all the action. Don't stall. Stevens & Smith Construction is here to help you build a concrete foundation for the win. Check us out at www.stevensandsmith.com because stalling is a penalty and winning is the only option.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio-video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between. We'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
Bagels & Joe is the best place to start off your mornings, and you can order your breakfast ahead of time on their app. You can't go wrong with one of their great bagel sandwiches or breakfast burritos. Stop by any of their 4 locations in Lincoln or their location in Seward. Bagels & Joe. Husker fans, this season, Nebraska is celebrating 50 years of Husker women's basketball, and they need you to help celebrate. You've shown up for women's hoops from the start and continue to prove that Nebraska fans really are the best in the nation. On Sunday, January 26th, the Huskers face Big Ten opponent Ohio State, and they're calling on all Husker fans to help pack PVA so they can celebrate 50 years of Husker women's hoops together. Get your tickets now and be a part of this historic season. For event and ticket information, go to huskers.com/tickets.
Midwest Bank is proud to be your local community bank right here in Lincoln. This is Travis with Midwest Bank, now with 2 branches conveniently serving Lincoln and 8 other locations across Nebraska. We're here to help you with any of your needs. From opening a checking account to buying a home or financing your business, our staff is here for you. Stop in and you might see Shin Daddy himself. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Learn more at midwest.bank, member FDIC.
Sean Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Red!
This is Bill Mitcher, Executive Director of Lincoln Lighthouse. Did you know Lighthouse provides multiple programs for students such as one-on-one tutoring and mentoring, as well as social skill exercises, while providing them a nourishing meal and a safe space during all months of the year, even during school breaks? Learn more or contribute to Lighthouse at lincolnlighthouse.org today.
At Planet Fitness, we're declaring it. This is the year of getting stronger. And future stronger you can get started now by saving $28 or more when you join today. You in? We have all the best-in-class equipment you could ever need to keep stepping it up. You can work out your way on your time at any convenient location near you. Most open 24 hours. So let's do this. Join Planet Fitness today and save $28 or more. Just $1 down, $15 a month, cancel anytime. Deal ends January 31st. See Home Club for details.
Step into healing at Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery. Our team of top-notch medical professionals turns pain into progress with state-of-the-art treatments and compassionate care. Visit prairieortho.com and discover the difference in quality orthopedic and plastic surgery services tailored to your unique needs. Your health matters, and Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery is dedicated to helping you thrive. Reach your full potential. Embrace a better tomorrow with Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery.
The dangers of secondhand smoke are well known. But what about secondhand aerosol, which is created when using e-cigarettes? Science already shows a secondhand aerosol can contain nicotine, heavy metals, and cancer-causing agents. Eliminating exposure to secondhand aerosol is an important step to keeping everyone safe. Breathe easier knowing the facts.
For help quitting, call the Nebraska Tobacco Quit Line, 1-800-QUIT-NOW, 1-800-784-8669. Paid for by Tobacco Free Nebraska. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Gray on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Friday. Yay, 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 yay.
It is Friday. The temperature in the capital city is a balmy 17 degrees, high of 43 degrees today. But compared to Monday and Tuesday, I will take 17 degrees any time as far as that goes. Gentlemen, we've got a feast of games this weekend. And a quick reminder, a little quick plug again. The Remington Award Trophy is tomorrow night. Rococo Theater, AG. I think, was it last year, 2 years ago? Was it 2 years ago that you were there?
No, it was last year.
Was it last year?
Yeah, last year.
Okay.
Last year and last year and the year before.
And the year before. Absolutely.
Yep.
That same event is tomorrow night. We had Dave Remington on the air yesterday, former Nebraska Center, of course, Outland Trophy winner. That is doors open at the Rococo at 6:30. I'm not sure if there are tickets still available, but if you go to the RemingtonTrophy.com, again, the RemingtonTrophy.com, you can check with that. and you scroll to the bottom, and there's a name called Rich Hahn that you could check with. But that is going to be an amazing night. The center from Ohio State is the winner of that. So it'll be a lot of entertainment, action, great food at the beautiful Rococo Theater tomorrow night. Doors opening at 6:30. Of course, the Husker men take on Wisconsin at 12 p.m. In Wisconsin on Sunday, and so that is a must. That is it'd be really nice if we can get off this 5-game skid. We got Nebraska ladies who take on number 12 Ohio State as well, and that's going to be at the Vault. There's going to be a big celebration for that too, Nick. Isn't it? I believe there's one on there. I believe I've been hearing about pack the Vault. Is what it is.
Yeah. It's a big thing because Ohio State. So this is the unfortunate. Whoa, that camera zoomed out. Anyway, this is the unfortunate thing with Nebraska men's and women's basketball schedule this year. There just hasn't been a whole lot of marquee games at home. And there's not a lot of the UCLA game is one for men's on the men's side of things. Maybe next week against Illinois is the other. But other than that, you don't have like a top 5 Purdue or Wisconsin coming to town like you did last year. Husker women's basketball, now that Iowa isn't as good, it might not drive as many seats or fans to the arena. Ohio State is undefeated on the year, so that certainly plays a factor into it. Or at least they were 17-0. Maybe they lost one, but either way, they've been
18-1 right
okay,
now.
yep. So 18-1. So it's going to be the best team that Nebraska plays in the regular season at home, at least.
Absolutely. So the men tip off at 12 o'clock. They're in Madison, number 18 Madison, 8th-ranked Madison, and then the women take on 12th-ranked Ohio State at 18-1, and those will be on televised on different things, I believe. I think the men is going to be on big BTN, I believe, is what that's going to be on, and the women probably BTN plus, possibly on that. So we'll have to check that out as well. But at 2 p.m., the Commanders take on the Eagles. Commanders versus the Eagles. Raff, who you got? Commanders versus the Eagles.
I am going to go with. I'm going with Commanders.
And why?
I think they're getting the better quarterback play right now. I think this Eagles game, they'll get the running production because that offensive line and Saquon Barkley are unbelievable. But I think that the Commanders and Jaden Daniels, I think that will put them over the top. I think the way he's been playing, and he will be the first rookie quarterback to get his team to the Super Bowl.
AG, what's your thoughts, man? Commanders versus the Eagles, 2 o'clock.
Man, I don't know. This is going to be a tough one. I mean, because I like what Commanders have been doing in the playoffs. They've been competing and not worrying about their age or the youth of the quarterback or inexperience of him. It doesn't matter. It's a big game. So he's showing up like he's showing up when he was at LSU. So, but I say the difference in the game for me will probably be Jalen Hurts because he didn't finish the game against them last time. And that's how they was able to get the win. Pickett came in to wrap it up. He had an okay game, touchdown and an interception. So I say if Jalen plays that whole game, it's a different game. Still a close game, though. I'll take that spread that Vegas is giving them 6-point spread for the Eagles, but I'm going to take Eagles in this one. But it's not going to be an easy win for them. They're going to have to battle it out because even the last instance, the third, one of the games where it went back and forth, Philly had the lead coming fourth quarter, but Washington had to drive, had the ball last, was able to drive, get a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to solidify the win. I think that was the first or second matchup of the regular season, the 33-36 victory for the Commanders. So they had momentum then and knew how to play strong against this Philly defense and also produce against the offense as well. So I think I'm still go Philly on this, but it's going to be an easy match. It's going to be a good match to watch this weekend.
I agree. I think the Eagles are favored by -6 in this game, and I think that's about right. I love the fact that Jaden Daniels is doing what he's doing as a rookie and just reviving a program, an organization that was just,
20 years in the mud.
20 years in the mud. A lot of that goes, with ownership, et cetera. Not climbing down that rabbit hole, but just to see those guys. And it seems like they're just Jaden Daniels just having fun. It's like he's in the backyard just playing football. He loves the game. With that being said, though, I think Saquon Barkley and Jalen Hurts. And the key thing is, like you mentioned, AG and Raff, I think a lot of it's going to depend on the health of Jalen Hurts.
I agree.
If Jalen Hurts is hurt, and if he's not at full, if he's at 90% or something like that, but even at 80%, Jalen Hurts is good. But Washington's defense, if they just sniff that he's off a little bit, they're going to go after him. So I think so goes Hurts, so goes Philadelphia. And that running game, Saquon, he's been pretty much unstoppable by anybody he plays. And if Saquon gets loose, it could be a long afternoon. I don't see it being blown out, but I do probably see Philadelphia coming with this. But like I said, it's spillover, gentlemen. I could care less who wins it. I just want all these games to be good games. Next game up, AG, we'll start with you on this one. What are you looking for at 5:30? The Chiefs are only a 2-point favorite in this game. -2 favorite, as they should be in this game. I mean, whether it's the Chiefs or the Bills favorite, and I think that's about right. This game right here, AG, is this the game that Josh Allen finally gets out of the shadow of Patrick Mahomes?
This could be that game. It could be that game because he's shown all year what he can do. When he's on point, then everything else folds with their team, offense, defense, special teams. And their defense has been a mainstay this season, making it difficult for offenses, creating turnovers, punching the ball out, tipping the pass, defenders, up the middle with their defensive line with Oliver getting in the backfield. He's done a fantastic job along with Milano and the linebacking crew for the Buffalo Bills. So their defense is probably playing a lot better than any team that's in the playoff right now. Talking about NFC teams too. So this is going to be another matchup. It's going to be all what we want. We're going to get our price of admission with these games here. But I think Kansas City has that little edge, even though people say it's the referees or whatever. But it's that edge. What I'm talking about is just that experience. This is their 7th AFC Championship game. Okay, just think about that for a second. And they understand the multitude, the pressure. Not saying the Bills don't. They have been deep in the playoffs as well. But just that right there just gives them a little inch. And that's why you got Vegas with a 2-point spread right there. It's not much difference. And this, again, could go either way, flip of a coin here. But I'm gonna go with the Chiefs here, 8-0 at home. They like to play, obviously, at home, and the weather is suiting Buffalo, too. So that's where the matchup is going to be a little bit, I say, a lot even across the board there. But it's going to be basically probably coming down to a field goal in this matchup, or even a 2-point conversion at the end. And whoever has the balls last most likely to get the victory.
AG, I think you're spot on with everything you mentioned there. Real quick, a few from the text line. Thomas Lincoln said, Washington by 14. And we got Cleet Blakeman's crew against KC. Bills by 10. OJCJ says, the Bills. Let's go, Bills. Raff, here's my thing with Buffalo this year. It just seems different with them this year. You know what I'm saying? It seems like a team that just seems very cool. I'm not saying Diggs was the reason or anything. It's just different. I'm not going to say one guy, but I'm just simply saying they just seem different this year and just a resolve. And they seem very resolute that, look, man, we are not losing. Well, obviously, we'll find that out on Sunday. Yeah. Nevertheless, though, I'm going to say this. As AG just mentioned, Raff, 7 NFC Championship games. This is another – I'm not saying another game for them, but I'm simply saying the lights are not going to be too bright for Mahomes and crew. This is almost what they it's like when Jordan games – he didn't have many Game 7s. Or in closeout games. He's like, I'm going to get you done. Do you see the Chiefs still taking care of biz?
Well, let me preface this with I'm a Denver Broncos fan.
Really?
7 years ago, Patrick Bowlen said no Denver Broncos fan would ever root for an AFC West team. So I'll preface it with that. Patrick Bowlen, former owner. Yeah, rest in peace, Patrick Bowlen. But this is my thing. This game is going to come down to 2 guys. It is going to be Josh Allen versus Patrick Mahomes. I mean, we can kid ourselves and fool ourselves and think it's going to be other things, but it's going to come between those 2 quarterbacks. Mm-hmm. Whichever quarterback plays the best on Sunday is going to be the team that ends up. And if it goes to overtime, at least maybe there's a chance, that both teams will see the ball. So,
growing up in Lincoln, I always enjoyed, obviously the Steelers were first, but I always enjoyed the Chiefs.
And we're no longer friends.
Just let me finish.
Yeah. You see how quick he was just to cut you off?
I would never fights again, Nick.
There we go. I would never do that to any of you guys.
Oh, look at Nick. Oh.
It was Steelers first in no particular order. I enjoyed the Chiefs, I enjoyed the Broncos, and I enjoyed the Packers because it was all somewhat close, and there were guys. It was just close there,
You didn't say the Bears.
The Bears are there too because I had a Super Bowl Shuffle T-shirt, but it was always the Bears. I was always the Steelers first. I was a huge fan of Sterling Sharp. I loved Sterling when he played at Green Bay.
Should be getting a call maybe this upcoming
hopefully
week.
He does. I loved the Nigerian Nightmare at KC. How could you not like just that Mecklenburg and those guys for Denver?
Yeah,
how they played. I can still hear John Madden, those guys saying his name. Of course, Chicago, Refrigerator Perry, Walter Payton, all those guys. With that being said, it would be cool to see a team do a three-peat with the Chiefs because I have no problems with any of these teams as far as that goes. So I wouldn't care to see that happen. It wouldn't bother me whatsoever. People malign Mahomes sometimes. I'm like, that dude does so much stuff in that community. And I know it's on the field where people talk about how he gets some calls, but you know what? Jordan got him. Brady got him for dang near 20 years. But when you're good, that's going to happen. So my thing, I still think, though, it's going to be a home game for KC, knowing what's on the line. I still think KC gets them by maybe 3 by a field goal. I think they may get him by a field goal.
Yeah, they won't put payback from the last matchup.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen Bills Mafia? They've almost donated $100,000 to Mark Andrews'
that is so
Type 1 Diabetes Foundation.
Yeah. Bills Mafia.
Right. Raff, as an exercise, I think you should say 3 nice things about Patrick Mahomes before we go to break.
Oh, that's easy.
Okay.
Patrick Mahomes is a great player. Patrick Mahomes has probably the best football IQ that I've seen. Patrick Mahomes has a horrible brother. Okay.
No, one more nice things. One more nice thing.
How was that? That last one wasn't nice. Yeah, that wasn't nice.
Yeah.
That was 2.
Patrick Mahomes
has a nice hairdo.
Has a nice hairdo.
Okay, so can you repeat that though? Can you repeat the 3, please?
Oh, Patrick Mahomes is a great player. Patrick Mahomes has great football knowledge. Patrick Mahomes has great hair.
Okay.
There it is. The hair,
I've always loved watching Patrick Mahomes play. I mean, if you do not appreciate what he does on the football field.
AG, before we go to break, let me ask you this real quick.
That's fine.
Real quick. AG, are there parts of Mahomes that remind you of Brett Favre, how he extends plays?
I'll say yes, because good quarterbacks know how to do that. Guys that can actually move, Brady could do it even though he wasn't the best in the pocket, but he could move side to side in the box with his lineman blocking, with him behind them. So he did a good job with that. But getting outside the pocket, though, yes, for sure. And I think he's actually a little bit more nimble than Brett was. But Brett could get out there, he just take off, run. But sometimes he could hit the receiver on the run too a little bit. I'd say not as good as Pat Mahomes on the run.
Yeah, and you look back to like Brett Favre, the underhand toss in the snow, the stuff that stuff that outside the play, that's what makes those quarterbacks so great is when the play breaks down and they're able to extend. And Patrick Mahomes is one of the best at doing that. No, I
caught a few of those. I caught a few of those underhand.
Yes, you did.
Yes, I did.
Last week, I said this that Patrick Mahomes always has that one play where he's running around. And he had that touchdown pass to Kelsey where he's falling down and makes that play. I mean, those are the plays, but it's going to be fun this week because Hillman and Allen will both extend plays like nobody's business. So we'll send it a break. It's The Drive, 93.7 The Ticket.
Bagels and Joe is the best place to start off your mornings, and you can order your breakfast ahead of time on their app. You can't go wrong with one of their great bagel sandwiches or breakfast burritos. Stop by any of their 4 locations in Lincoln or their location in Seward. Bagels and Joe.
At Planet Fitness, we're declaring it. This is the year of getting stronger. And future stronger you can get started now by saving $28 or more when you join today. You in? We have all the best in-class equipment you could ever need to keep stepping it up. And you can work out your way on your time at any convenient location near you. Most open 24 hours. So let's do this. Join Planet Fitness today and save $28 or more. Just $1 down, $15 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal ends January 31st. See Home Club for details.
Rosie Sports Bar and Grill. Open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road.
Step into healing at Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery. Our team of top-notch medical professionals turns pain into progress with state-of-the-art treatments and compassionate care. Visit prairieortho.com and discover the difference in quality orthopedic and plastic surgery services tailored to your unique needs. Your health matters, and Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery is dedicated to helping you thrive. Reach your full potential. Embrace a better tomorrow with Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery.
Husker fans, this season, Nebraska is celebrating 50 years of Husker women's basketball, and they need you to help celebrate. You've shown up for women's hoops from the start and continue to prove that Nebraska fans really are the best in the nation. On Sunday, January 26th, the Huskers face Big Ten opponent Ohio State, and they're calling on all Husker fans to help pack PBA so they can celebrate 50 years of Husker women's hoops together. Get your tickets now and be a part of this historic season. For event and ticket information, go to huskers.com/tickets.
At Fairway Meat Market, you're family, and as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. Now, through January 26th, enjoy USDA Choice 8-ounce New York strip steaks for $6.88 each, thick-cut Iowa pork chops for $1.99 per pound, fresh ham loaves for $2.99 per pound, and Busch Light 30-packs for $18.99. That's all at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
Hello.
Angela, we have to break up.
But why?
Because you're a robot and I'm just a guy trying to get better internet.
It's Aloe Fiber, isn't it? I always knew you wanted faster speeds. My contract isn't good enough for you.
Face it, Angela, they let me talk to real people.
Press 4 to break my heart. Oh wait, you already did.
Visit aloefiber.com to switch today.
At Lincoln Family Chiropractic, they believe everyone deserves to live a pain-free and active life. Lincoln Family Chiropractic specializes in customized care for every patient to promote faster healing, allowing you to get back to an optimal life. Lincoln Family Chiropractic goes beyond chiropractic care. They offer physical therapy, massage therapy, nutritional counseling, and wellness classes. Give Lincoln Family Chiropractic a call today at 402-484-5166. Visit them online at lincolnfamilychiro.com or in person, 1 block south of 70th and A Street in Lincoln.
When you need a new water heater, nothing beats the ProLine family of water heaters from A.O. Smith. ProLine models are built using commercial-grade components, meaning they're built to help you tackle your toughest days. No matter if you need a gas or electric model, A.O. Smith has a ProLine unit for you. A.O. Smith, innovation has a name. Call John Henrys at 402-435-5555 for a great deal on a water heater today. Again, that's 402-435-5555.
Be sure to check out the top-selling Recomp. Recomp helps build lean muscle and strength while decreasing body fat. Recomp is ideal for men and women of all ages trying to look their best. Recomp can only be found in Nutrition Authority. For info, visit mynutritionauthority.com.
M Suits Clothiers, Lincoln's favorite men's store. Family owned and operated, located 1 block south of 56th and Pine Lake Road. The end of season clearance is going on now with up to 50% off. Stop in now for best selection on sweaters, outerwear, suits, sport coat, dress pants, and dress shirts. M Suits Clothiers, your menswear store.
If you're in Seward or Milford, listen up. Select Plumbing is now servicing your area with no trip charges from Lincoln. Select Plumbing works on a variety of issues for your home and business, including general plumbing, water heaters, faucet and fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate, 402-560-6197. It's not just Lincoln, Waverly, and the surrounding area anymore. It's also Seward and Milford with no trip charges. Contact Select Plumbing to inquire at 402-560-6197.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service, bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. Doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
Garage doors can break down or quit working at the worst times. At Doors Plus, they understand that a broken garage sometimes means repair and not replace. Sometimes, all you need to make your door like new again is a few bolts, realignment, or even a new balance. Trust the pros at Doors Plus to handle your garage door repair the right way so you can get on with your busy schedule. Visit them online at doorsplusllc.com or give them a call at 402-590-5800.
Ever stare at the Hog Wild menu and feel like you just can't make up your mind because it all looks so good? Well, when I want a little bit of everything, I get a little bit of everything on Hog Wild Smokestack Sandwich. On a butter-toasted bun, we pile on our hickory smoked beef brisket and juicy hot links. The hard part is choosing between fresh curly fries, classic baked beans, or coleslaw on the side. Order online at GoHogWild.com. Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, 3210 Cornhusker Highway in Lincoln.
At Planet Fitness, we're declaring it. This is the year of getting stronger. And future stronger you can get started now by saving $28 or more when you join today. You in? We have all the best in-class equipment you could ever need to keep stepping it up. And you can work out your way on your time at any convenient location near you. Most open 24 hours. So let's do this. Join Planet Fitness today and save $28 or more. Just $1 down, $15 a month, cancel anytime. Deal ends January 31st. See Home Club for details.
Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Green on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Friday, and it is time for some history.
And history, before we go to history, I always do like to do the reading.
Oh, yeah, get that
done. Get it in there to get our partnerships involved. I want to pull this up. Come on now. This segment is brought to you by Jack Russell of Farm Bureau Financial Services. Jack has been a well-respected representative since 1999. Protect your home, vehicle, family, or even your future. Give Jack a call today at 402-421-9100. Jack Russell of Farm Bureau Financial Services can help you. In history today, this goes back since in 1982, Super Bowl 16. Raff, you being the sports Rain Man that you are, AG being the Rain Man you are. Give a guess. What teams were in the Super Bowl 16, 1982?
Ooh.
I had no idea either.
I would say I'll give a good guess with I want to say the Raiders and Washington.
Raiders and Washington. Raff, what you got?
We'll go with the 49ers and the Bengals, 26-21 at the Pontiac Silverdome.
Because you looked at the same map I was looking at earlier this morning.
I
know you were, Raff. AG.
But that was Joe Montana. Joe Montana.
This is the first year where I remember the Super Bowl.
We were too young.
I don't remember the Raiders and the Eagles.
I know I was close though. I know I was close because Raiders.
Yeah, you were actually
a year off.
2 years off.
No, yeah. So 83 was the Redskins. 84 was the Raiders. And the Redskins. Yep. But that was the first Super Bowl that I remember it. Like I remember the catch the 49ers. Joe Montana throwing to Dwight Clark to get through the Cowboys to get
to the Super Bowl.
And Ken Anderson, the starting quarterback for the Bengals. Forrest Gregg, the head coach for the Bengals. So that's the first Super Bowl I remember watching. So that's why 82.
That's why I remember it.
Yep.
Yeah, I just during that game there, I remember spurts of it because think about it, we were only 8 years old. Yep. AG would have been like 5 years old. AG, 5 years old, AG in 82.
82, 77. Yeah, 4
years old. Yeah,
because we were 7 going into be
going to be 8. Yeah, absolutely. That was the history that Joe Montana. Of course, we know that the career that he would have, the Hall of Fame career he would go on to have from that. But the catch the week before against beating the Cowboys in the end zone, and they had AG and Raff. They had a cool thing. The photographer on one of the games earlier this year in the NFL, they interviewed him about that. He talked about the camera that he used and everything else, and just think how iconic that picture is and that video footage is here all these years.
And Tom Brady and his dad were at the game.
Yes,
I mean, just crazy stuff like that.
Crazy stuff, man. Him being from the Bay Area, Brady, absolutely. What you got, man?
All right. So my history is it's happening right now. Have you seen Nikola Jokic for the Denver Nuggets?
You told me about this last night.
It got crazier last night.
What?
Yeah.
Talk to him.
So he went 3 consecutive games getting a triple-double in 3 quarters where he sat out the fourth quarter. Last night, he's like, okay, well, I might not get a triple-double in 3 quarters. I'm going to go, I think it's 35 points, 21 rebounds, and like 17 assists.
Oh, wow.
It's the second time since I believe it was 1968 that Wilt Chamberlain had a 30-20.
This is fifth time. Is it 5th time or 4th time he's done this now?
Well, that's his first time he's done that.
But he had gone 3 consecutive games of, I mean, just his last 9 games are insane. It's probably the greatest 9-game streak in the history of the NBA, other than the Wilt Chamberlain crazy.
When I start tapping into the NBA in about a month and start looking at, because I just kind of glance at it. AG, do you watch much in NBA basketball, man?
Oh yeah, I watched Lakers Boston last night. Lakers put it on the Celtics. I was a little bit surprised too, because Lakers had a slow start to the season.
Yeah, they definitely had a slow start. I'll keep track of the rankings, the ratings, and the highlights. But as far as really digging in, I'll start in about a month or so. AG, what you got, my man?
Yeah, got a fun little item here. So the Apple II PC launched around this time. So January 24th, 1984. So at launch, 2 days after Ridley Scott, who is the director of probably the best sci-fi horror movie of all time, Aliens, an Alien series, 1984 commercial, the Apple Macintosh hit the stores with the bold plan to present itself as the best business machine to rival anything that was IBM at the time, and you could have it at your home as well. So it tried to distance itself from seamless disposable home video game units turned into North America video game crash of 1983, and the machine's marketing division avoided appearing concerned for its gaming potential and other mechanisms it could do between introducing everybody to the floppy disk and other little things, and the mouse as well. So the Apple II PC, that was the computer my dad brought in the house to work on, and it basically got me into PC first and then console next, gaming as well. So
I remember those black floppy disks.
I remember
those black ones that you
Holmes
put
Elementary School. In the back of that trend, that is the little room. This was the computer room, and you're gonna play Oregon Trail.
Oregon Trail, Carmen San Diego. Doesn't get any better than that, bro.
Oh, the memories.
Those are the good old days, man. We thought we was on top of the world with them graphics too, man.
Here's what I saw the other day, AG. They put up the picture of the Atari 2600 basketball game. It was like 2 stick figures. I was like, we thought that was great.
Yeah, the generations of today they definitely got it better than we did. So I'll say that.
Life, brother. Folks, when we come back, again, we got AG in the Windy City. Me and Raff here at the Mothership, 1040 O Street. Come and grab some coffee, some pastries, or just hang out, read a book, or have a meeting, make calls. When we come back, we're going to remember the life of Calvin Jones, our Husker brother. Just a good individual, man, a good heart, good man. And like I said, we're going to talk about how he lived more than anything else. I want you to text in your memories of Calvin Jones if you were alive during that time or just seen videos, footage, etc. We'll be back, folks. It's The Drive, 93.7 A Ticket.
Ever stare at the Hog Wild menu and feel like you just can't make up your mind because it all looks so good? Well, when I want a little bit of everything, I get a little bit of everything on Hog Wild Smokestack Sandwich. On a butter-toasted bun, we pile on our hickory smoked beef brisket and juicy hot links. The hard part is choosing between fresh curly fries, classic baked beans, or coleslaw on the side. Order online at GoHogWild.com. Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, 3210 Cornhusker Highway in Lincoln.
Garage doors can break down or quit working at the worst times. At Doors Plus, they understand that a broken garage sometimes means repair and not replace. Sometimes, all you need to make your door like new again is a few bolts, realignment, or even a new balance. Trust the pros at Doors Plus to handle your garage door repair the right way so you can get on with your busy schedule. Visit them online at doorsplusllc.com or give them a call at 402-590-5800.
Advanced Medical Imaging is the largest radiology group in Nebraska, located in Lincoln at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard. At Advanced Medical Imaging, they utilize state-of-the-art technology and blend it together with their compassionate, skilled team to guide you through every step. Whether it's an MRI, CT scan, or X-ray, their precise diagnostics help your doctor deliver the best care plan for you. Choose clarity and comfort in your life by choosing Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard and online at amimaging.com.
At Planet Fitness, we're declaring it. This is the year of getting stronger. And future stronger you can get started now by saving $28 or more when you join today. You in? We have all the best in-class equipment you could ever need to keep stepping it up. And you can work out your way on your time at any convenient location near you. Most open 24 hours. So let's do this. Join Planet Fitness today and save $28 or more. Just $1 down, $15 a month, cancel anytime. Deal ends January 31st. See Home Club for details.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see partly sunny skies. It will be breezy. We'll see an afternoon high near 44. Tonight, mainly cloudy skies with light winds, and a low near 23. And tomorrow, we'll see partly sunny skies return. It'll be breezy with a high near 38. I'm meteorologist Kyle Tucker from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstorats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats.
Hey guys, this is Lexi Rodriguez, former Husker and now League One volleyball athlete. League One Volleyball is bringing the action to Omaha with our first serve on January 24th, 7 p.m. at the Liberty First Credit Union Arena in Ralston. Witness history in the making as we take on Love Madison in our first ever home match. Visit lovboma.com for tickets. First serve January 24th. Be there when it all begins. That's lovboma.com for tickets to watch Love Omaha Volleyball. Go Big Red and go Big Green.
M Suits Clothiers, Lincoln's favorite men's store. Family owned and operated, located 1 block south of 56th and Pine Lake Road. The end of season clearance is going on now with up to 50% off. Stop in now for best selection on sweaters, outerwear, suits, sport coat, dress pants, and dress shirts. M Suits Clothiers, your menswear store.
Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are the shape of beer and liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us. The things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of is our new prescription or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
I used to smoke. I thought of cigarettes as my best friend. They were always there for me when I needed a break.
I also thought cigarettes were my best friend, and then they gave me peripheral artery disease.
I smoked and had a stroke. Actually, multiple strokes.
I smoked and have heart disease. Here's my tip. If cigarettes are your friend, you need a better friend.
Call the Nebraska Tobacco Quit Line, 1-800-QUIT-NOW, 1-800-784-8669. Paid for by Tobacco Free Nebraska. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. It doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
Welcome to The Drive with A.D. Raff and Ahman Green. Former Husker football national champion, speaker, and author, Aaron Davis.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The Cornhuskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0, and bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former Arena Football League quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush, and guru of Husker football history, Chris Raff.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history.
We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
12-year NFL veteran.
He's got some speed to go with strength.
Huskers and Green Bay Packers Hall of Famer.
Shovel pass to Green into Vikings territory. Finally brought down.
And University of Nebraska eSports coach Ahman Green.
Look at Green all by himself. 20, 10, touchdown.
Sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. We're proudly sponsored by Doors Plus. If your garage door needs maintenance, you need an entirely new garage door, give Cameron Hall and his team a call today at 402-590-5800. Doors Plus is locally owned and handles everything from residential or commercial garage doors, garage door openers, safety tune-ups, or custom design. Visit doorsplusllc.com to learn more. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
Folks, the unfortunate news of Calvin Jones passing away yesterday unexpectedly. It just really hasn't sunk in yet. It really hasn't sunk in yet. Calvin Jones, we can talk about the numbers and all those things, but the man himself, AG, going to IBAG High is what it became. Central. You look at Keith Jones, Leotis Flowers, yourself. Oh goodness, who else? I can go with
George Arduna. Yeah.
Back in the day.
Gail Sayers.
Gail Sayers.
You know? Oh, yeah. And Calvin.
And then Calvin, you think about you being part of that huge lineage there. How was it for you just to be there knowing the footsteps and the guys who came before you like a Calvin Jones?
Oh, man, I was like, when I transferred to Central, and walking down the hallways, the one hallway right next to the offices of the teachers and administrators, and it's the one wall is the doors to their offices, then on the other wall depends on which way you're going, but right hand side or left hand side, you got the pictures of all the running backs above the lockers. And for me to be a part of that crew, it's an honor. I was excited every day when I was walking in on that campus to see that I was like, you know what, when I get out of here, my picture's going to be up here. And I'm super excited to join that crew. And I knew Calvin before I was a Husker myself. He was pretty much a figure in Omaha, part of my family as well. So, on a family side of it, not just a school side of it too. So been knowing him for a long time, seeing him a long time. I think he talked at a few of our football training camps when I was at Central High School. So a guy that I looked up to and saw what he did on the football field and just like projected myself doing those same things when I got to Lincoln at the college level, because he was a guy, as we know, once he got the rock in his hand, he took it to the house. And off the field, he did stuff in the community that I was aware of as well, and try to be the best person he could be day in and day out. And so what I know, when I lose family, unfortunately, I've lost a lot of family and close friends. And what I do to do my best to get through that loss is basically remember the good times of what they did on this earth. Because without them in your life, I know I'll say for him, he's one of the people that I've always say thank you to when I talk about coaches and players and people that influenced me. He was one of them, because just talking to me, and this understanding, he's kind of set the standard, knowing all the running backs before him and then after him, that we had to come there and be a special person on that football field, and obviously in the classroom as well and off the field, to be a part of Omaha Central lore in terms of all the athletes, not just football athletes, all the sports that walk through those halls, all the athletes from basketball, baseball, women's sports, and all, women's basketball, women's softball, track. We got a lineage of good athletes out of Omaha Central. Go Eagles.
Absolutely. Raff, what's something that stands out to you about Calvin Jones, man?
I think it's just I look back on like it's part of your childhood. I mean, I know it's kind of later in the childhood there, but you look back, there's been people that have really moved the needle of Nebraska football for the fans and stuff like that. You look, like when Steve Taylor came from California. Oh, we're getting Steve Taylor. Steve Taylor. I still remember when Mickey Joseph announced that he was coming about, and everybody's like, Mickey, that quarterback from Louisiana, it's like, oh, okay, wow. And then Calvin Jones was right. I'd say right before Tommy, I'd say Calvin Jones was that guy, because everybody had heard in the state of Nebraska, everybody had heard the legends of Calvin Jones in high school. And it wasn't just in Nebraska, it was all over the country. Like he was like this might be the best eye back in the state, in the United States right now.
Mm-hmm.
And then when he makes that announcement, he's coming to Calvin Jones is coming to,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just, it's that's what I remember, like just being like that kid, like probably late junior high, I think probably when he came into Nebraska, and just being like, wow, we're going to see Calvin Jones play. And then it just hurts your heart, you know, when you hear about yesterday and, you know, him passing away and getting, like, I'll be the first one to say I consider myself very lucky that I've got to meet players outside of just being a football player.
Right.
I get to meet them as people and what they've done. And, you know, we look like Ricky Simmons, for instance, you know, life was always not smooth for Ricky Simmons. You know, he dealt with a lot of stuff, you know, and to see him overcome it the way he has, and Calvin Jones is the same way. And it's just, so I think it hurts the hearts of those Nebraska people, because not only had they always been there with him when he was always at the highest of highs, you know, rushing for 294 yards down in Kansas on that November day, or, you know, lowest of lows and ways came back. The way Nebraska fans, you know, they always support their people and they always support their players. And it just hurts me, because I just feel like that's just like another part of my childhood that's gone.
Yeah. Old Dad 34, good morning. Goes, AD had the privilege to sit in his family's seats in Washington in 92. The game wasn't good, but his family was and is great. Rip CJ. Old Dad 34, appreciate you, man. You know, I think about Calvin, you know, on the field and being a teammate of his, and even some Orange Bowl stories. My freshman year in 92, the dude was just, I mean, he was that big brother. You know, we can talk about the accolades, the yards, what we will, but I talk more about later in life, you know, when Calvin, like everyone has struggles in life and they go through some dark times. And the number of times I was able to visit with Calvin during those dark times, but more importantly, how he visited with me during mine. You know, just Raff, as you know, just 2 years ago, man, when I was, you know, really doing it in a bad place, dealing with my dad, instead of dealing with it, I thought I would just be numb with a bottle, with a drink. And Calvin, going through his own issues, was one of the first dudes when I was really going through and was in a very bad situation, where he goes, "Little bro, you're going to be all right. He goes, you see where I'm at now." And it wasn't bragging about where he goes, but we get through it.
Yep.
And that just meant so much to me and my family, because he knew I was in a bad place, a dark place. He knew the dark places, and he knew that the only way you can do that is reaching out to people and getting help and talking with, you know, he was one of the main reasons why I still see my grief counselor, you know, rather than numbing it. No, you got to go through it, little bro. You got to go through it. Just like he went through linemen and linebackers and everything else. And a number of people he helped after his own journey. I've gotten so many people who've posted things and said things, and people, you look online on different boards, and when I was going through little things that people don't even know about. And Calvin didn't want them to know about it. He was just, I always said, I posted yesterday, a quiet humility, and lived in Norfolk and Columbus for a while as well, in those areas. And he just one of those guys that was just blended in, laid back, signed the autographs, you know, laugh with you, smile with it. Was just a genuine dude, man. So we see the big guy, but we see and the dominant football player, but his heart was bigger than his game. I mean, his heart was truly bigger than his game. Let's play that clip real fast. Go down memory lane.
First and 10, Cornhuskers. Jones, they can't wait to snap the ball. They come over it on the left side hash mark at the 15-yard line with Turner, the flanker, to the right, and Corey Dixon, the split end to the left. Jones, the tailback. Soto, the fullback. Nebraska down by 1. 3 minutes left. Snap to Keevan. And he gets to Jones. Huge hole inside the 10 to 5. Touchdown! 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 Don't throw oranges! Don't throw oranges! Touchdown! Don't throw them! Touchdown!
That was the great Jim Pavelka announcing that we're playing against Oklahoma in 1991 with Calvin Jones. A very wet, cold, windy game. Gets the handoff from Keith McCant, takes it to the house for a touchdown. That's one of many highlight clips there. 3,000 yards, 40 touchdowns from 90 to 93. As a freshman, he led the Big 8 conference in scoring, named the All-American as a sophomore. Shared the backfield, the Weebacks, the famous Weebacks. And it was a privilege for me to watch those guys in practice. And you see two dominant backs, and he still averaged 329 the Weebacks, 329 yards per game, was just insane. They were dubbed the Weebacks. I was one of the best high school football players in history, of course. Prep All-American while I was at Central, several records. Gatorade Circle of Champions. Think about this in '89 when he averaged 8.4 yards a carry. 8.4 yards a carry. Went on to win, play for the Raiders as well as the Packers. Won a Super Bowl with the Packers. Was inducted into the Nebraska Hall of Fame in 2004. AG, another thing about Calvin, man, that was a man that big that could run that fast.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, being, I think he probably was at least 220, if not bigger. I know I was around between, my fighting weight in Lincoln was around 215 to 218. Same in Green Bay. But yeah, it just, size, having that speed was all the combination for being the running back that was pretty much kind of the archetype of what Nebraska running backs were. I remember I'm coming in and guys were like comparing me to LP and his size and all that. And before that, you talk about guys like Scotty Baldwin and Calvin and Keith, all that over the years. Roger Craig, go back in the day, George O'Duna that did play in Lincoln as well. Another Central High Eagle there. But yeah, it was all about having that combination. That's what I always critique running backs today, and even during my time playing, that if you're a certain size, like you're around that range around 5'10", 5'11" to about 6'1", 6'2", Derrick Henry definitely is the anomaly in this. When you talk about current running backs, but Saquon Barkley, he's right in that range in terms of height and that size and power where he can be durable. And so where you can be durable as a running back. And I think if you hit in that range, you're definitely going to be somebody that's going to be a threat, able to have power and speed. And that's what all the attributes that CJ had. And he was also a track athlete as well. He ran track, was a state champion. I didn't realize he was a state champion in a 4x4 or 400, either the 400 or the 4x4 relay.
Yeah, with Yancey. Yancey was back there with him too, man.
Yeah, another running back. And then, like, when you think about, we talk about the running backs, I can't forget my two older brothers too. They're also with Omaha Central running backs, before CJ, before me. So a nice lineage to what we had back then. Hopefully continue that march down the line of just great, I say, between Central running backs, I-back high, but then overall Omaha athletes that were able to succeed at the next level, be it at Nebraska or KU or wherever they decided to go to college.
Absolutely. Riley W., good morning. Goes, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. CJ was him. Unknown texter 8002 says, AD, this is BR. What's up, BR? Calvin used to lift weights with me and Kevin Leitner up at Goodyear. What a great guy. May he rest in peace. Money G in Kansas is going to come up here. The text here in a second. Oh, it's wasted. It's taking its time to come up here. There we go. Money G in Kansas. Dang it. We'll get you here in a second, man.
I can read it if you want.
Yeah, go ahead, Raff. You got it.
Another great thing about your show is when Husker fans get to learn more about the players off the field as humans, not just athletes. Thoroughly enjoyed your interview with Dave Remington. Rest in peace, Calvin.
Absolutely. Money G, appreciate you, man. Calvin, again, I mean, this is a tough one. They're all tough, and this was tough. You know what, AG, Raff, and Sarah, who I was thinking about a lot yesterday, besides Calvin and his family, was Coach Osborne.
Yeah.
And the recruiting story is, if you can look it up, it's a fantastic story. I don't want to spoil it for you, but it's a fantastic story and how Coach recruited him. And also two teachers, Coach Reed, the coaches that were at North with him, but there were two teachers at Central that were pivotal in Calvin's development, got him right academically. There were other schools that were looking at him. When they fell off, Coach Osborne was like, we're not going to fall off. And when he continued to visit Calvin, Grandma said, you're going to go play for that man right there. There's similar stories with Frazier, with yourself, AG, and countless other guys. But I think about Coach Osborne and the number of players that he has laid to rest over the years. It's just mind-boggling. Seeing him at Neil Harris's funeral last year, a number of others, but just seeing Coach Osborne, I can't imagine how heavy that sits on him, because he has a story with each one that he brought in and was there for all of us. You think about how Ricky's life turned around as a result of one letter he received from Coach Osborne. And if you don't know Ricky's story, you should look it up and read his book. You got to check it up because Ricky was about to go into something while he was incarcerated that probably he would still be there right now, if alive. But that shows you the imprint that Coach Osborne had on my life, your life, AG, and literally thousands of others that he coached for all those years, and he was still there. I could pick up this phone, AG. You could pick it up from Chicago. I could pick it up right now and call, and he would pick it up if he was available. What can I do? And I always say this about Coach Osborne. We couldn't find a church for my dad for his funeral because our church was not available. Coach Osborne made one call. That pastor called, and they took care of everything for my family. And he does that for everybody. So I immediately thought about Coach Osborne and how heavy I know his heart is, as well as ours and Calvin's family. You include with that being a part of that family, AG. Just our thoughts and prayers go out to him and to keep the Jones family in your thoughts and prayers. Calvin Jones, 1970 to 2025, yesterday. Rest in peace, Husker brother. Folks, we're going to go to break. When we come back, we got Nebraska gymnastics coach Heather Brink will be in to talk about their event this weekend, their meet. We'll be back. It's The Drive.
At Lincoln Family Chiropractic, they believe everyone deserves to live a pain-free and active life. Lincoln Family Chiropractic specializes in customized care for every patient to promote faster healing, allowing you to get back to an optimal life. Lincoln Family Chiropractic goes beyond chiropractic care. They offer physical therapy, massage therapy, nutritional counseling, and wellness classes. Give Lincoln Family Chiropractic a call today at 402-484-5166. Visit them online at lincolnfamilychiro.com or in person, 1 block south of 70th and A Street in Lincoln.
M Suits Clothiers, Lincoln's favorite men's store. Family owned and operated, located 1 block south of 56th and Pine Lake Road. The end of season clearance is going on now with up to 50% off. Stop in now for best selection on sweaters, outerwear, suits, sport coat, dress pants, and dress shirts. M Suits Clothiers, your menswear store.
Midwest Bank is proud to be your local community bank right here in Lincoln. This is Travis with Midwest Bank, now with 2 branches conveniently serving Lincoln and 8 other locations across Nebraska. We're here to help you with any of your needs. From opening a checking account to buying a home or financing your business, our staff is here for you. Stop in and you might see Shin Daddy himself. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Learn more at midwest.bank, member FDIC.
Landmark Implement, your John Deere dealer, invites you to their annual sprayer clinic at the Buffalo County Fairgrounds in Kearney on February 5th and 6th. This hands-on event offers expert training on John Deere and Hagee sprayers, covering topics such as machine maintenance, spray tip selection, and exact apply technology. New this year, classes on autonomy preparation, see and spray, and variable rate operation. Don't miss this opportunity, February 5th and 6th in Kearney. Learn more at landmarkimp.com/events.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstorats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
Be sure to check out the top-selling Recomp. Recomp helps build lean muscle and strength while decreasing body fat. Recomp is ideal for men and women of all ages trying to look their best. Recomp can only be found in Nutrition Authority. For info, visit mynutritionauthority.com.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with the child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock, A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. The last few years have been wild.
but we've been here for you through all the ups and downs, and we'll be here for you when you need us the most, for all your travels and for your day-to-day driving. With winter conditions causing problems all over town, the last thing anyone needs this year is constant car troubles. Let us help you drive in peace and make sure you drive to work and to winter destinations safe. A1 Automotive, 11th and L Street downtown, always honest answers.
Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are the shape of beer and liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us, the things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of is our new prescription or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Ever wonder what it's like to work for a company that actually cares? At Lincoln Industries, they're revolutionizing local manufacturing while taking care of their most valuable asset, their people. When you join their team, you'll enjoy comprehensive health coverage, wellness initiatives that work around your life, and benefits that show they're serious about your future. Plus, you'll be a part of a proud manufacturing tradition right here in the community. Don't just take their word for it. Visit LincolnIndustries.com to see all their current opportunities and find out why their people love calling Lincoln Industries home.
Prashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
Garage doors can break down or quit working at the worst times. At Doors Plus, they understand that a broken garage sometimes means repair and not replace. Sometimes, all you need to make your door like new again is a few bolts, realignment, or even a new balance. Trust the pros at Doors Plus to handle your garage door repair the right way so you can get on with your busy schedule. Visit them online at doorsplusllc.com or give them a call at 402-590-5800.
Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Green on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we are back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Friday, and we got a huge weekend of sports. Sunday, 4 o'clock, Bob Devaney Sports Center, Nebraska Women's Gymnastics team.
Yeah.
We've got the legend, Heather Brink, with us here this morning.
Hey guys, how are ya? It's been a while.
It has been.
Good, doing well.
Good morning. We got Ahman Green that's back there on the screen, but you'll hear him on the microphone as well.
We do got a bit of breaking news right now, though. I got to announce.
I seen that.
The Raiders have hired Pete Carroll as their new football head coach.
I like that.
Wow.
Pete Carroll to the Raiders.
Oh, Raiders. Okay. I wasn't sure if it was, I didn't hear the name right. Okay, Raiders. Got it.
Pete Carroll to the Raiders. Coach, Raff, let you go ahead.
All right. 4 o'clock, Nebraska Women's Gymnastics.
Yep. First home meet of the year.
Yeah, you guys have been the road warriors so far.
Yeah, we went 3 in a row, so we're anxious to be home in front of a home crowd for sure.
Definitely. So, what has been your biggest surprise so far this year?
Good or bad?
Let's go good. Let's go good.
Okay. No, I mean, I think this group of young women have really kind of bought into the process of what it means to work together as a team, and it's been really easy to kind of guide them in that space. They've really trusted the vision of the staff and committed to making those improvements on a regular basis. So I think that's been really, really fun. Every group you get, you have some seniors leave, newcomers come in, it changes the dynamic of a team. You're just never really 100% sure how that's going to play out on a team. So they've really made commitments to each other to really kind of focus in on that, control our controllables, what we call our bubble. And so that's been really fun.
That's one of the things that I always, so I went to the first meet of the year down in Nashville. Mm-hmm. And one of the first things I look at, I know gymnastics a little bit. I can watch that, but one of the things I like watching is just like team camaraderie and just the way you guys were together. And that was the one thing I saw that night. I was like, okay, I see where this team can be successful because it looks like you guys all get along. Yeah. You got the girls are supporting each other after every event, and it's just stuff like that I see where I'm just like, okay, this is good. And another thing that tells me that this team is really close is the parents are really close.
Yeah.
It's like got to meet a lot of parents that night, and just the support behind the program from them, and just usually I've always said you can tell a lot about the kid by their parents, and there's a lot of great parents on that squad, and that usually tells me you get
I mean, it's
have
a
a lot of great
partnership,
kids.
right?
Yep.
Like when you have kids, everybody talks about it's a village to raise them. And I have my own kids, but I would hope someday that somebody continues to guide and help shape them as they, kind of navigate that space of moving away from home. And but I do really believe in they're a byproduct, from that space. And the parents have also bought into what it means to be a Cornhusker and taking pride in wearing, Nebraska across their chest at the meets. And so how they can play a big impact for us when we're at away meets for sure.
One of the dads like, we drove down from Canada. I was like, whoa,
That's Canada, Nashville?
dedication to excellence right there.
Yeah, I think they had like a 48-hour travel. It was crazy. Yeah. It was nuts. Yeah.
So Heather, I want you to ask you this. What's the difference so far? Because how many meets are you in right now?
We've done 3.
You've done 3 so far. So 3 in, and obviously, and you have how many for the whole year?
It depends. You can max out at 13 plus your conference championship.
Right.
We're doing 10 plus I take that back. 11 plus conference.
Okay. So 3 in, which is very early.
Mhm.
3 in, very early. What are you pleased about so far? 3 in. What are you pleased about?
Just the growth of this team. They're not afraid to really hear the criticism, the constructive criticism of things that they can do better. They've really taken it to heart. I think each week I see those spaces that we've talked about. This is what we can manage. This is our controllable and how we can get better going into the next meet, and really taking ownership of it for the team, but also for themselves individually. So I think if we can continue down that path of, just bite-sized pieces here of the little things we can focus on, we'll get to where we need to get to. I mean, ultimately, my personal communication with them has been, we got to hit our routines, you got to stay on the equipment, you got to land your skills. And if we can do that, I think that puts us in the top 15 in the country for sure. That's without correcting anything else that we need to kind of focus on. So that's been our big message kind of moving into this weekend is just stay in your zone, hit your teens, do your job, be normal, be boring. I don't need high, I don't need low. Let's just kind of stay in that normal zone. So, I think their response to those situations, and buying into the vision of what we're trying to get them to see, has been really, really easy and really nice to kind of work with.
I love it. I got another one. AG, go ahead, my man.
So with those, we started a conversation with the giggle about the challenges or things like that. Give us an example of something that you guys had to dig through as a team in this first part of this season so far.
Yeah. Right now it's finding that confidence. For us, there's no offense, there's no defense. So we're not really adjusting kind of what we do, or when we're on a floor with a different opponent, it's the same routine every time. So finding the space where they're able to capitalize on what they're capable of doing, because we see it day in and day out in practice. And then when the nerves or the adrenaline, right, or that performance anxiety kind of hits them, how do they manage it so they can bring that back down into a normal range and be able to perform what they're capable of doing? And I think that that's been the space for us that's kind of had these waves of ups and downs. You have really great moments in athletes that have, been able to deliver. And then you have moments where you're like, well, where did that come from? And then you have to kind of recuperate and get back into the gym and kind of figure each athlete out, what they need from you as a staff, what they need from their teammates. Do they want the loud cheering crowd on the side? Do they need us, to send them some reminders? But just kind of getting them into that zone, because it's just them up there. There's no team to rely on in that moment. It's just their performance. So getting them to believe in themselves and just kind of deliver.
I'll go and then I'll let Raff finish it up.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Great question. Great response. Coach, here's one thing I've just from you visiting with you last year, and a couple times actually, you've been here, you've been other places as well. The thing that's intrigued me about gymnastics is, in most other sports, you watch the film before you're critiqued. You'll get some things real fast on the sideline. Hey, next, get a quick little video pad or whatever if you're in the pros or collegiate level. But in gymnastics, the moment they're off that mat,
right,
they are. Here's your score.
Right.
And I've always.
And there's no do-over. It's not like, oh, that play didn't work. Let's try this one. You know, like that routine didn't do so good.
Yeah, she was a coach. You can't say, yeah, we're going to go back to that routine in a minute. No,
yeah.
In football, it's like, okay, we saw something. We're going to attack that. Or in basketball, it's different in gymnastics. I mean, the moment you get done with that, as you're doing the routine, you are being critiqued from the outfit.
Yeah, and there's just so many different levels. It could be like, oh, I didn't like how she put her arm out to the side, or she didn't dance to the side. She needed more choreography in that space, or she took too many steps back to the corner.
You know what, Coach? See, I couldn't be a gymnast for a lot of reasons. But number one, I'd be saying this to the judge. Well, can't you do it?
I know. And then that's when they're like, red card. You know?
I'd be kicked out of there as a gymnast. I'd be like, Ahman.
Yeah.
Pull up.
Yeah.
You can't do that in a gymnastics match. Can you?
I mean, you can say some words. They give you yellow and red cards, right?
Have you ever had a yellow card?
I've never had a yellow card.
And that surprises me a little bit because H back in the day, he's got a little bit of a temper.
She's a spitfire.
I am a competitive person, but I feel like as I've learned in my coaching role, sometimes you got to go about it a little bit differently. Like I'm much more of a direct communicator as the emotional communicator, right?
Yeah.
Like I'd rather just
Be
tell
direct.
the judge straight what I think.
Have you ever been bored?
No.
That's my stand right there.
It's probably been 2 years ago. Was probably one time I lost my temper where I felt like a team and judges, officials on the side were actually cheating. And I just lost it.
All you got to do is look at Heather's eyes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They will tell the story.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm one of those people, like it's not just the verbal, it's the facial expressions and everything.
But there's times I think as a coach,
You're human.
Is that sometimes you gotta stand up for your team sometimes.
Oh, for sure. And you want them to know that you're there to
Absolutely.
do that, right? Like, because they're trying to do the right thing. I'm asking them to do all these things in practice too. And then when they do it and it doesn't reflect in the score, right?
And especially when it's obvious.
Well, and we were at Illinois here last weekend, and we were going, and when you do a dual meet, you alternate competitors, right? So the home team goes, and then the visiting team, and then the home team, and then the visiting team. Well, the home team went on vault. We go on bars. We go back. The second person goes on vault. We come back, and the judges hadn't entered the score properly. I don't even know what was happening. Anyways, we're like waiting and waiting and waiting. Well, pretty soon another vaulter goes, and we're like, what's happening, right? And so that's where you get a little heated, because it's like, okay, if it's too long for them, I gotta wait over here.
Right.
We already waited for your vaulter, and which way are we doing this? So that part, it's just finally I just walked up to the judge, and I was like, just stop entering the scores and just let us go, because I'm not playing this. You're going to try to ice us out, and our athlete's going to stand there and get cold now. Just let her go. If it's too long for them, it's too long for us. Right. So you just kind of have to get in there. They finally did it. And then like the scores are all wrong, because nothing's entered in there. Right. But that's, at that point, I just got to control my controllables, and that's really just to be able to make sure that my athletes are in a position to perform at their best.
So Heather, you have added 2 new assistant coaches this year.
Yeah.
How has that gone to like maybe affect your coaching? Because I noticed something when I was down in Nashville that you weren't quite usually on beam. You're always that person. It looked like you might have handed some of that.
I did, this is, I think the second year we've been able to pay a 4th coach. So it's really been good to be able to kind of have some of the new blood and hand off some of that, where I can now kind of see more of the events on a regular basis, and really be able to step in and kind of guide and shape. Sam has been coaching for several years and has worked his way, into this position, but it's both their first years, Sam and Molly, at Nebraska, and I've really kind of, I guess, grown in the head coaching space of like, okay, I need to have more of the overarching run of what I want to happen, what I think that the vision of the program is long-term. And so in order for me to be able to do that, I think I needed to free up some time in the gym. It's also given me a lot of opportunity to work individually with the athletes. If I see somebody struggling on this event, I can walk over there and help them. If I see somebody over here, I can kind of float back and forth. And so I think that that's been really, really good for me. And, I feel like I'm a pretty good coach. So I feel like I have a pretty good understanding of multiple events. And so just kind of interjecting what I think needs to happen, when I think it needs to happen, how I think we need to push the athlete. Maybe we need to pull back on an athlete. And that's kind of the background stuff that happens in the meet. At that moment, I'm just like, okay, I'm just here to, you know what I mean? Like cheer and write the scores down, right?
Well, cool. I'll say that before Raff, you get to maybe the last one before we don't run out of time on it. Have you heard of the book Mind Gym?
Yes. I've already read it.
Oh, I love that book.
Yeah.
It's a great read.
Yeah, it is good. One of my favorite ones is called Above the Line by Urban Meyer. You haven't read that one from coaching?
You mean Ohio State's coach?
Yeah.
I'll pass. No, I'm
I
joking.
know. I'm sorry. It's like, right? Yeah. But there's a whole chapter in there that he talks about E plus R equals O, which is really, I think, an idea from a gentleman named Brian Kite, I think. It talks about your response to every event that happens is really what dictates the outcome. And then he also talks from a coaching perspective. Once he won the national championship, like once you get to that level, you think you've arrived and you get to, everything just kind of evens out and it becomes easy. And he's like, it really, it almost became harder. And he realized in that moment how much of his boundaries he was kind of letting go to kind of already move on to the next moment instead of celebrating in that moment. He told a story where he had won a national championship, and before they even got to the celebration, he had locked himself in the office and was calling the next level of, the next group of recruits. And it really just, work-life balance as a coach, and specifically a head coach, can be a really big challenge because you're really investing your time, your heart, your passion back into something. And so that really hit home for me. So that's one of my favorite books. And also Carol Dweck's Mindset.
Yeah, that's a great book.
It's another one as well.
That's a great
We just
read.
did 2 book studies with the athletes because I love reading this kind of stuff. Yeah. You Are the Team.
I haven't heard of that one.
It's not necessarily more about coaching. It's more about like how you help them as teammates. And then we did What It Takes to Win Championships by Jeff Jansen, and he does a lot of leadership.
Jeff Jansen is a great. I've heard him speak before.
Yeah, a lot of leadership kind of books.
Awesome. Well, I got one final question, and we'll get you out of here.
All right, let's go.
I like it.
4:00 Sunday, Maryland Terrapins.
Yes.
At Bob Van Sports Center.
Yes.
Me and AD saw that it's Western Day. So will you have a cowboy hat and boots on Sunday?
Well, okay, maybe not cowboy boots. I'm planning to wear boots.
Okay.
But not cowboy boots. I don't even think I own any.
Did John Cook loan you a cowboy hat?
Well, we are giving away free cowboy hats.
Hello,
but,
Sarah.
If we get a good turnout in our landing, which is our student section, and they want to come down when we win and celebrate, I might put one on with John Cook.
You heard it here
John
first.
Cook's going to be there?
I don't know.
I'm calling out.
John
right
Cook,
now.
if you're listening, he might be up riding horses though.
I
It's his
know.
off
Yeah,
season.
he might be in Montana.
Maybe he could leave your hat in your office,
Yeah,
Coach
he
Cook.
can start riding his horse get here by Sunday.
Bring the horse to the
You know?
Vanny.
Yeah.
Folks, we want to thank Heather Brink. Heather Brink, what time at the Bob on Sunday?
4 p.m.
4 p.m. Bob Devaney Sports Center. Free cowboy hats.
Free cowboy hat.
Free cowboy hats. Taking one down. Admission costs. What is that down there?
Oh gosh, I should know this. I think it's $5 at the door. We do have some reserved seats left, which are a little bit more. So if they want prime seating, which is the sections in the middle of the arena, I would suggest going on to huskers.com/tickets. You can also see the seats that are available, so you can kind of pick your seats that are open that way as well.
Folks, Coach Heather Brink, head coach of women's gymnastics, 4 p.m. at the Bob. They go against the Maryland.
Thanks,
Terrapins.
Coach.
Check it out, Coach.
Yes, thanks,
so much.
guys.
You
I
bet.
appreciate it.
We'll be right back, folks, with the RGT in the closing. Yeah.
At Fairway Meat Market, you're family, and as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. Now, through January 26th, enjoy USDA Choice 8-ounce New York strip steak for $6.88 each. Thick cut Iowa pork chops for $1.99 per pound, fresh ham loaves for $2.99 per pound, and Busch Light 30 packs for $18.99. That's all at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
You know what's better than waking up early to go to the airport? Sleeping in. Lucky for you, the lines at the Lincoln Airport are so short and our service is so fast. You won't need to sacrifice precious beauty sleep to get here hours before your flight. So, go ahead, sleep in. You deserve it, and choose the airport that helps you relax. LNK, make flying easy.
The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeyman electricians from $32.50 to $42.50 per hour with paid benefits. And if you're looking for a new career, they're hiring apprentices at $19.50 per hour with paid benefits. Call the office at 402-423-4497 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Advanced Medical Imaging is the largest radiology group in Nebraska, located in Lincoln at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard. At Advanced Medical Imaging, they utilize state-of-the-art technology and blend it together with their compassionate, skilled team to guide you through every step. Whether it's an MRI, CT scan, or X-ray, their precise diagnostics help your doctor deliver the best care plan for you. Choose clarity and comfort in your life by choosing Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard and online at amimaging.com.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see partly sunny skies. We'll be breezy. The afternoon high near 44. Tonight, mainly cloudy skies with light winds, a low near 23. Tomorrow, we'll see partly sunny skies return. We'll be breezy with a high near 38. Meteorologist Kyle Tucker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Once and for all with Bats Direct. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats Direct ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstoRats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial.
We also highly recommend
call Bats Direct today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats. Porch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Porch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217
I go by PDX,
or
and
go
I'm to give you all the tools you need to learn Tekken and navigate.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Santos Global.
Very confusing
We're
and
a dynamic
complicated
team where your skills are valued and your career controlled. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. In IT, marketing, sales, and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs.
Directions are more simple.
Don't wait, apply now.
Back based on how your character is facing.
Strive to provide you with great coverages for all your insurance needs by taking the time to meet with you and review what coverages best fit your needs.
If I say back
home, auto, farm, business, life, or a combination of any of these
if I
coverages,
said down forward 1 + 2,
your family, or your business,
diagonal down forward
on your individual needs. If you would like to review your insurance needs, please contact Ben Spurt with Farm Bureau Financial Services at 402-217-9955 or through email at ben.spurt@sbf.com.
Hey, Sean Callahan here for Cobble Chevrolet GMC, and we wanted to give a special shout out to all of our great customers. Thank you all for a record-setting year in 2024. Now let's get the year rolling with some big savings. Right now, at Cobble, we have some of the biggest discounts in the area with over $12,000 off list price or 0% APR on select new models. So stop on in the dealership, online, CobbleCars.com to get low country overhead in action. $12,000 off list plus 0% APR right now at Cobble. So please stop on interviews at CobbleCars.com.
Step into healing at Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery.
As one might expect,
top-notch medical professionals turns pain into progress with state-of-the-art treatment
gives you a forward
and compassionate care.
Double tapping back gives you a back dip.
Ortho.com.
If you're really far from your opponent,
quality
will actually make you
and plastic surgery services tailored to your unique needs.
And this is rarely
Your
used.
health matters, and Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery is dedicated to helping you thrive.
Down quickly
Reach
to
your full
sidestep into the foreground.
Embrace a better tomorrow with Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery.
If you want to side
Planet
walk,
Fitness,
which is like
we're
an
declaring
extended
it.
sidestep.
This is the
You
year
would
of getting
have to
stronger.
hold the
And
second
Future
grip.
Stronger
Since
You can get
sidestepping
started
means
now by
you
saving
hold it
$28 or more when you join today.
sidestepping,
You in?
I consider it
You have
an
all the
intermediate
best in-class equipment you could
I
ever
recommend
need.
inhaling
Step
folded
in.
backward movement.
You can work out your way on your time at any convenient location near you. Most open 24 hours. So let's do this. Join Planet Fitness today and save $20 or more. Just $1 down, $15 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal ends February 31st.
Back to stand guard. The captain, Vershawn Jackson.
This is Matt Rule bragging about the Big Ten, but at the same time, they made it to their bowl.
66 for me. Yeah, we went to a bowl. We won it. We won it playing against the team out their best two players.
Bids are usually
I'm not really proud of that. Me personally, I think we're a 500 team right now. I don't think we deserve to go to a bowl game. I'm glad we went because we got a chance finally to get some to work. They got a chance to feel how it feels to go to a bowl game. So that's all dandy. But taking care of what you need to take care of, I think comes
also exist to break standards.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contest and prizes on our airwaves. Take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules.
Use your lows to make them done.
Must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize.
Eyes are often used to interrupt opponents.
Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up the prize at K&TK Studio, 1040 O Street.
Like many 2D fighters, we'll be spending most of our time in Tekken
in our contest, and thank you for listening.
Bids are usually where characters get the most. There are a couple special cases. A move that's special mid or special low. The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Gray on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody. We are back again, wrapping up our Friday edition of The Drive. We just had a Tommy come in and buy a Raff's Roadies t-shirt. Makes me happy. If you want a Raff's Roadies t-shirt, you go online and get one, or you can come into the studio and pick one up.
Absolutely. Those shirts, good fabric. I wear mine quite a bit working out, man. I like it soft. I should have got a bigger one because let them know it'll shrink. Not only shrink a lot, but it'll shrink down a little bit. So I would say we say a size bigger, just to be on the safe side.
Yeah, go big, go big. Yeah, that's it.
Just be on the safe side.
I thought in your Christmas picture that you'd be wearing your Raff's Roadies t-shirt.
Hey, you got to send AG one, man.
Oh, nice. A roadie. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll take that. Extra large. I'm a large.
Okay. If you get an extra large, you just have to shrink it down.
Yeah, I would go AG. I would go XL because it'll once you wash it, it's going to fit the way you want it to.
And
that's okay. I want one.
Arms. I mean, there's nothing large about those things. Those things are like double X, 3XL.
Hey.
Well, folks,
is he blushing?
Can a black man blush?
Can a black man blush? Can a black man blush?
That is the question.
Hey, real quick, AG, after you get done with this, what you got next, man?
I'm gonna get ready, do a little I say body weight workout. I'm staying at my brother-in-law's house here in the Chicago area. They're off, him and his wife off to work, they're gone. So I'm gonna get a workout in and head over to the fighting game Frosty Frosting's tournament. And I have at 4:00 I put myself in competition. I'm not just here to watch, I'm here to compete too. So I got my first competition at 4 p.m. Tekken 8, and then at 6 p.m. Super Smash Ultimate. So
that's the day.
Wish me some luck there.
My man, handle business, AG's back. Handle
Yes,
business. Handle business. AD's Attitude Adjustment is sponsored by the Body Lab. The Body Lab, located at 14th and Yankee Hill, offers everything from physical therapy, trigger point dry needling, a cold plunge tub, or infrared sauna. Learn more and schedule your appointment with Rachel and her amazing team at the Body Lab online, thebodylablnk.com. Again, that's thebodylablnk.com, or visit them here in Lincoln at 14th and Yankee Hill Road. Folks, the 80 Attitude Adjustment today is this. Call them. Call them. Call him, call her, whoever that person you've been saying, yeah, I got to call them. Don't wait. Make the call. You know, Calvin passed away yesterday. Just a reminder of how he reached out to me. I want to keep reaching out to others. Just call them. Just call them. A quick text. Thinking of you, love you, hope all is well. Ain't even got to be a call. We have all these modes of communication now. Reach out to folks and say, man, dang, I wish I could have, would have. Well, it's too late then. Call them. Something my dad would do every Sunday night, Raff and AG and Sarah, as a little pastor of a little small church. A good Sunday for us was 50 people, 40 people even. But every Sunday, my dad would work the phones. I'm just calling to say hello. Didn't need nothing. Just praying for you and thinking. Just those simple things, those small gestures go a lot. Call them. Go ahead, Raff.
All right, everyone. Got a quick Raff's Good Take today. Goes out to Longoria's Black Belt Academy. They work hard to end bullying. They did a break a board-a-thon, And tonight they're having a Speak Life to End Bowling event at East Park Cinema at 6:30 p.m. You can go there. There's going to be a inspiring musical and a Q&A with the founders, Dan and Rebecca Bird, B-U-R-D. So if you have a chance tonight, go by there. Stop and bowling. That's the key thing. And I just love what they're doing. Langoria's Black Belt Academy. You are Raff's good take.
I love it. I love it. AG, what about you, man?
Yeah, I got a couple of things. I got some inspiring words here. So the reason we struggle with insecurity is because we compare our behind the scenes with everyone else's highlight reel. So give yourself a chance, succeed. But then I know you probably talked about this yesterday, but I'll shout out to my great nephew, St. Thomas that played for USC, had a hell of a game against our Huskers. Family first. Hey, good job, bro. And keep rolling. I know he's out there in California, so he's not only dealing with school but dealing with the fires as well. He had to get transported off campus to still come in and be able to play on campus and go to school there as well during the fire. So yeah, shout out to him and what he's doing with his career in the college football at the college basketball level.
AG, he came in here and had a hell of a game, man. He really did.
Yes, he did. I watched the highlights. Yes, he did. Had a great game. I wish I was there in person.
Absolutely. Raffy?
All right, everyone. Have a great rest of your Friday. Have a great weekend. Be nice to each other. We'll talk to you tomorrow or Monday.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Cobble Chevrolet GMC, and we wanted to give a special shout out to all of our great customers, thanking you all for a record-setting year in 2024. Now let's get the new year rolling with some big savings. Right now at Cobble, we have some of the biggest discounts in the area with over $12,000 off list price or 0% APR on select new models. So stop on in the dealership or hit us up online at cobblecars.com to get true low country overhead in action. $12,000 off list or 0% APR right now at Cobble. So please stop on in or visit us at cobblecars.com. You'll be glad you did.
It's the new year, and it's time for a new John Deere. Acres has all new John Deere compact tractors, mowers, and Gator UTVs on sale with money-saving financing options. Whether it's recreation or landscaping, Acres has the John Deere for you. Visit your local Acres store for details. And don't forget, Acres has a full lineup of used equipment as well. Act now. These incentives expire January 31st, 2025. Financing program subject to proof credit with John Deere Financial.